Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm a little bit more dressed up. This is a very special video indeed, okay? I'm gonna be finally I'm gonna be reviewing the live action Avatar adaptation. So yeah, here we go. Let's get into it. But before that, really quick, check out the fit, okay? Look at the makeup. Water tribe, smoky eye kind of vibe going on. Okay, no, I am not married nor engaged. I just wanted my hands to match. This was the only finger that fit this ring. Anyways, all right, let's just get into it, shall we? Okay, so I want to start with the cast. Okay, let's start from the roots. The cast. All right, I've done a review video on them already. I did a tier maker video on it. You guys should go watch it. It's a banger, okay? Just like all the videos I put out. Jesus. Okay, anyways, yeah, so you guys should go watch that, okay? I thought it was good. I don't know. Yeah, that's my selling point. Excuse me, that's my selling point. There you go. Okay, I want to talk about a few cast members in specific because I feel like they just stood out from the rest, you know what I'm saying? So first off, Gordon as Aang, beautiful, perfect, stunning, okay? Then Suki, beautiful, perfect, stunning, once again, okay? Like the whether you're gay or straight or whatever, you are simping for Suki, okay? There's no other way around it. All right, June, don't even get me fucking started, okay? I've said this again, I've said it before, I'll say it again. June is the most perfect, like, bro. Okay, next up, Dallas. Okay, Dallas as Zuko. Dallas, my DMs are still open. Please feel free to slide into them. Feel free to hit me up on Instagram at the.oogie and then at the.oogie on TikTok as well, okay? On all platforms. My DMs are always open, my guy. All right, and then Iroh as well. Okay, I wanted to toss him in there as well. Yeah. And then I think that's pretty much it. There was one specific cast member that didn't really meet the expectations of myself and the fandom, okay? We'll get into that a little bit later because it ties into some of my other points. So it's Yue. Spoiler alert, it's Yue, okay? Like, well, I don't know what was going on there. I don't know what was happening, but I was just I'm not fucking with it. As you can see, Jesus, my stuttering, like, I'm not fucking with it, okay? Her casting, nothing against the actor herself. It's just that she didn't give off Yue vibes. She didn't really look like Yue, you know what I'm saying? And the wig, what's going on with the wig? Like, I've seen cosplayers do it better. You take the moon, and you take the moon. Return to me. And they're on a budget. I've seen, like, you know, we've all seen it, okay? Cosplayers, shout out to you for a second, okay? I used to cosplay. I don't really do it as much anymore because I don't really have the time. I don't have the funds. And yeah, so I've seen cosplayers with, you know, like I said, cosplaying is very expensive and some of us don't have the funds to do that, but I've seen them pull off the wig better, okay? Like, come on now, what are we doing? What are we doing? When it gets to a point where people in the fandom do a better job at what these big production companies are doing, there's a problem. There's a problem, okay? Just like the Willy Wonka experience. I might make a video about that, by the way. Stay tuned. We'll see though. Anyways, before I get completely off track, yes, those cast members, of course, Azula, Ozai, they were great too, okay? I just feel like Dallas, June, and Suki are like the top 3 that were best casted. Gordon makes top 5, I believe, okay? But yeah, definitely those people, those cast members, those characters are in the top 10 for me, at least personally, okay? This is all going to be based off my own personal opinion, okay? I did gather my information from others, but that's like factual information. This is me telling you my opinion based on those facts, okay? All right, so yeah, that's my opinion on casting. The Water Tribe siblings didn't hit the same as the original, obviously, of course, with the character changes and stuff like that. Going into this, just in general, I already knew it wasn't going to be an exact copy of the original cartoon, just because they don't do that anymore. And also, I've stated in previous videos of live actions, if they were to just do an exact copy, there would honestly really be not any point to doing a live action, in my opinion, because you're just getting the same thing over again in a different animation style. So I'm just like, okay, I understand that. Especially after reading, I didn't include this in my past Avatar videos just because I completely forgot. I was too focused on the bigger changes. But they changed Azula's character and they changed Katara's character to make them more NPC, shall we say. Like, Azula is less mean, according to some articles I saw. And then Katara is also less sassy, I guess you could say. More of just like, not a pick-me, but along those lines. You know what I'm saying? Like, they made her less Katara. And I'm just like, why? Why? But especially after reading the Game of Thrones changes, I'm going insane. Anyways, Game of Thrones changes, especially after reading those, I was like, okay, this is going to be something different, which I was okay with. I was viewing this live action adaptation as something separate from the actual animation, because let's just be realistic, we're never gonna get exactly what we all want, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, I went into it with a positive attitude, you guys. I remember stating, like, the door is still open, I want it to be good. And I'll save my overall opinions for later, more towards the end of the video, so stay tuned. But yeah, I just want to go into just some topics and points that I think are a little bit more important, okay? And that I'm just like, wait, what? Okay, so they tweaked some things that didn't really need to be changed. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, Yue's husband / fiance liking Sokka and them, like, being friends or whatever, them being cool. Like, they took out that little plot line, which, okay, that really didn't need to be changed, but I guess that's fine. I don't know. It just helped that them not liking each other helped in the animation. It's weird because they tweaked little things that really didn't need to be tweaked, but it's like, okay, my guy, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, there was other things too. I'm sure I don't even have to go into specifics because you guys saw it and already know. Like, I was like, huh? What? Which leads me to my next point. The pacing.
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic...
And what they chose to combine and leave out in terms of plot lines. It left me a little bit confused, and it left me like how do I put this? I just wondered, not necessarily confused, but I just wondered why they combined the shit that they combined. You know what I'm saying? We all know what I'm talking about, especially between episodes like 4 and 5, 4 and beyond. Like, the whole thing with Ko, the whole thing with just everything. You know what I'm saying? And I feel robbed, personally, because there were no frogs. What happened to the frogs? Like, instead of going to the tower with the frogs, you get what I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about. And then I also felt robbed because Flopsy was nowhere to be seen. Flopsy was nowhere to be seen, my guy. And I love Flopsy, okay? Bro, where is Flopsy? Anyways, I know they had statues of Flopsy. No, not the same. I wanted to see Flopsy. We got Appa, we got Momo, we got Nala. Where's Flopsy? Anyways, that is my own personal beef with that. But yeah, it just kind of confused me, kind of like the pacing and everything, just all of it combining together. I was like, wait, it mostly left me feeling, why did they choose to do it this way? I'm just like, hello? Hello? Like, if we had an actual fan in that, you know, in that meeting, in those meetings, and like trying to see where this was gonna go, I would have stood up. I would have stood up the way Zuko did and been like, hey, look, this is not a good idea.
This is not a banger. This is not a banger. And I know bangers. I know bangers.
We should not do this, okay? I don't know who or what. I don't know who thought this was a good idea, but it's not a good idea, my guy. Like, but anyways, speaking of animals and things like that, let's go and finally touch on one of the biggest changes and one of the most weirdest changes, Yue being a fox. Like, are you sure Game of Thrones was your target audience? Because I feel like it was somebody else. Anywho, why? Why is my only question. Why did you feel the need to do this? It already, like, didn't make any sense because that wasn't part of her original character. Yes, she's half spirit, but the fact that you guys made her in the form of a wolf, and the fact that you guys, like, tied that whole thing together, be honest, were there any substances being used? Because that's how we got Dreamcatcher, okay? The guy who wrote Dreamcatcher was under the influence of Oxycontin. That's how we got that. Is that how we got this? Anywho. I just felt that was very odd. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't understand why they chose to do it this way. Because technically, that's how Sokka and Yue first meet. And also, recombobulate? Are you joking me? Who came up with this dialogue? Who wrote this script? Please tell me. I need to know. I just want to talk.
That's my fucking location.
Anyways, yeah, I just didn't... I wasn't fucking with that. I didn't like that. I was like, excuse me? Speaking of Game of Thrones, you guys surely did reach out to that audience. I mentioned in my previous video, Game of Thrones has... And you guys sure gave us a hint of that, okay? Making the cave of two lovers between two siblings? Are y'all okay? Are y'all okay? Like, I've said it before, I'll say it again. No wonder Brian and Michael left. No wonder. No fucking wonder. Like, what? The Water Tribe siblings didn't hit the same, you know? So I already had a little bit of, like, disappointment with that. But on top of that, you had to add this? You just had to throw that in my face. Like, I don't know, man. It was just weird. It gave me that vibe. I was like, when I saw it, I was like, oh, Game of Thrones reference. Like, I said this before. I've never seen an episode of Game of Thrones. Never, ever in my life. So, the fact that I know that, I'm just like... Anyways, oh, also, Kevin from Supernatural was also thrown into the casting. I love Kevin. But anyways, yeah, I love Supernatural as well, so... Anywho, that was a nice little surprise. I really, really enjoyed that. Okay. Anyways. Intermission.
12 seconds later.
And we're back. Okay. I just have a few more points that I want... Hold on. There we go. Okay. Now I'm more in frame. Alright, cool. I just have a few more points that I want to talk to you guys about, and then, yeah. Don't worry, I will bring up some points that I am happy with, okay? Don't worry. Okay. First off, why is Ko kinda, like... Anyways, okay, so... moving on. Next point. Hold on. What the hell? There we go. Much better. Okay. Suki, let's talk about Suki and Sokka for a minute, okay? Are we all just not gonna talk about the kissing scene? What was that, okay? no shade to Ian, all right? I love the cast. I love Ian. Okay, no shade to him. It's just that the way his chin perfectly, like, cupped the actor that plays Suki's chin. Like, did nobody else get the ick from that? Did nobody else, like, think, like, oh.
Oh, that's no. In the sense that no. You
Like, what? I don't know, man. I just felt some kind of way about it, and I was like, this is a little bit awkward. But, yeah. Okay, going back to Ko for a minute. I know a lot of us don't have the funds to purchase all the comic books. I only have 2 comic books. I've mentioned this before, I believe, in way older videos. I did read the comic that follows up right after the animated series of Avatar: Last Airbender, and I thought it was really cool that they made a callback to Ko's mom, the mother of all faces. She's like the creator of identity, the reason why everybody has identity and everything like that. That was really cool. I really liked that. They included something from the comics, which I thought was really nice. And also, I wasn't expecting that, so that was really nice. I like that. Speaking of that, the way they intertwined it into the live action, how come Roku's scenes got cut? Like, Roku wasn't as big of a mentor as he was in the live action in the animated series. You get what I'm saying? If that made sense to you, that's amazing, because half the shit I say doesn't make any sense to me. So, yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm going through like a list of bullet points. Alright, anywho. Another big point that I really liked was the change of plotline with Zuko, where he got the crew that he ended up saving. That was so wholesome, that was so sweet, that was... Whoever did that! Applause to you, okay? Because that was genius. That was beautiful. That touched my heartstrings. I was like, oh, this is... Yes. Yes. Good job for that one, okay? Whoever did that. Good job. Love that. Okay. Are we just all gonna ignore the fact that... My dog. Okay. Are we all just gonna ignore the fact that Momo almost died for some reason? Like... Obviously, looking back, I should have been smarter about it, but I legit thought that Momo was... Like, did nobody else think this? I was like, no. I was telling myself, there's no way. There's no way this is it, right? Like, no fucking way. No. And I was right? But for a split second, like just a split second, I really thought Momo was gonna die.
It's fast. Yeah, they had us the first half, I'm not gonna lie.
Like... I'm like, this is it. He's done. He's donezo. And then, at that point, you know, obviously Yue saves him. But at that point, I was like, wait. Since she used her power on Momo, does that mean she's not going to use it on the koi fish? Like, what does this mean? So for a couple of seconds there, my brain just went, wee! Like, with a bunch of different thoughts. And I'm like, hold on. Hold on just 1 second here. But anyways, everything turned out to be fine. So, yeah. Speaking of that... How come they made, like, the koi fish kind of person? They made the ocean spirit take over Aang, and the ocean spirit wasn't going to give him back. Why was that necessary? Why was that needed? That also confused me, and I was just also like, huh? Like, what? Why? Why is this needed? Why did we do this? Who signed off on this? It didn't really make any sense to me, but, you know, here we are. Going off that, the graphics are amazing. The costumes are amazing. The graphics are amazing. Bending graphics are amazing. Everything is super beautiful and awesome and just really aesthetically pleasing to look at. You know what I'm saying? Which is what a lot of live actions go for now. Because I noticed that live actions, the One Piece one, this one, many other ones, the costumes look brand new. They look like cosplay. And it's not like other shows where the costumes look like what they're supposed to look like, used to say. Like, for example, if you are doing, like, what was that one show called? I watched it earlier. Not the Rings of Power, not that show. The Wheel of Time, that show. Like, those clothes actually looked like they lived in those clothes. Like, you know what I'm saying? They didn't look brand new. It didn't look like cosplay. It actually looked like they were from where they were supposed to be from. You get me? But I understand the thing, you know, people's attention spans are shot to hell.
Element of surprise!
So, I mean, I understand why things need to look pretty and pleasing and why something needs to be happening all the time in order to keep their attention. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Dang, that was really cohesive and it flowed very well for me. Shit. All right. Anyways, I think this will be my last point. They made Oma and Shu lesbians. And I'm fucking with that hard. Like, that was so good. That was so fucking funny to me. I was like, wait, did they just say she and her? As in referring to both of them? That was beautiful. That was stunning to me. I was like, wait a damn minute. This is... So once again, whoever signed off on that, thumbs up. Gold stars all around, okay? You did amazing. I loved that. Alrighty, well, I think I hit all the points I wanted to make in this video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below, okay? I love reading you guys' comments, okay? They can be so funny and informative, so yeah. And yeah, let's just have a discussion about it. Let's talk about it, okay? Anyways, yeah. That's pretty much it for me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, okay, like I just said. If you don't know what to comment, comment algorithm, comment live action, comment literally anything because it does help me with the algorithm. So yeah. We're almost to 200, okay, we're almost to 200. We got this, okay. Any other announcements? Anything else I need to talk about? Anything else I need to include? I don't think so. I can't think of anything right now, so yeah. Alright, yeah, that's it from me. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Alright, bye guys.